brutal conditions, dangerous blizzards, and near inhospitable terrain. Yet also, moments of silence, breathtaking peaks, and the quiet moments traversing a snowy mountaintop. There's something truly special about the snow in video games, how it can create a sense of danger, isolation, and loneliness, yet also deliver moments of peace and beauty. A powerful blizzard finally relenting, giving way to a light dusting of snow. Climbing to the peak of a mountaintop and being rewarded with a view of the entire map, the world stretching out beneath you, untouched and pristine. Even your own horse's testicles shrinking from the sub-zero temperatures. And yet, snow areas in video games are often disregarded, overlooked, as forgotten corners within most maps. Their beauty and potential underestimated. Yet, these lonely, tucked away sections have given me moments of reflection where the world felt vast and I was truly immersed. I really appreciate when a game makes snow feel like snow. Choosing to traverse through it should be a deliberate decision, changing both the way and speed at which the player moves. The deep snow should slow your progress, forcing you to adapt and consider your surroundings carefully. As you move through knee-high snow, it should deform, creating paths that almost seem to collapse in on themselves. Many games prioritize this volumetric effect, how the snow shifts and deforms under your feet as you move through it, and the same should apply to the animals populating the world, allowing you to track and identify animals based on the prints left behind. Your character should visibly react to the cold, shivering, and clutching their body with ice accumulating on their clothes and exposed skin. And after a long journey through snowy terrain, your character should also show signs of exhaustion. Even if there are no gameplay consequences to this cold exposure, these animations enhance the immersion by creating the feeling of snow being a genuine threat. It's moments like this, when the cold feels relentless and the environment unforgiving, that setting up camp feels like more than just a gameplay mechanic, becoming a way to regain warmth and safety amidst the freezing wilderness. When I think of snow in video games, I instantly think back to Red Dead Redemption 2, not the opening act in Coulter, which is quite on rails and limited, but later, when the world truly opened up. I remember heading back up north, braving the harsh cold to tame the game's elusive white Arabian horse. This area of the map is naturally desolate. Remnants of civilization are scattered here and there, abandoned outposts, old mining towns left to decay. But for most of your time in this location, you will be entirely alone. Yet, strangely enough, it's in this desolate, snow-covered expanse that the world feels the most real. The silence feels heavier, broken only by the sound of your horse's hooves crunching through the snow or the distant howl of a wolf. The lack of any human contact, making what few remnants of humanity you do find feel that much more impactful. The biting wind, volumetric snow effects, and the subtle changes in weather all combine to create an environment that feels alive. I remember here stopping to hunt and watching as the snow fell off a nearby tree as I brushed past, carefully tracking game by their footprints left in the snow. A moment by the lake where I saw a moose struggle to get up after falling on the ice. The way blood will slowly fade as layers upon layers of fresh snow cover up the initial impact. And the beautiful ambient soundtrack, which captures the feeling of isolated beauty perfectly. Death Stranding, specifically with its unique traversal mechanics, make the choice to journey through a snowy region carry some form of weight, through the gameplay, deliver critical cargo through a blizzard, and you will be punished if you haven't yet built the necessary infrastructure. I still remember my first major delivery through the snow. What I thought would be a straightforward task turned into an almost hour-long journey, where I realized just how unprepared I was for the challenge. Working against strong winds, which slowed my progress, uphill climbs through the snow, which drained my stamina, forcing me to take short rests and drink from my product placement and drink from my canteen to recover. And timefall snow that damaged my cargo as I slowly moved uphill. Sam reacted to these harsh conditions, his face and body quickly becoming blanketed in a coat of ice and snow. At times, he noticeably shivered, attempting to warm his hands as the cold took its toll, and by the end of my near hour-long delivery, he had collapsed in exhaustion multiple times. Yet, finally, the snow relented. As I neared a peak, a rainbow appeared on the horizon, breaking through the gray expanse of the storm. I paused, letting Sam catch his breath, and in that quiet moment, it felt like the journey was worth it. While it was the longest and most difficult journey I'd undertaken, and the conditions were brutal and unforgiving, I found myself stopping many times to appreciate the sheer beauty of the mountainous terrain as I waited for my stamina to recover. And after making it to the delivery terminal and dropping off the cargo, Sam looked absolutely exhausted. His face telling the story of this incredible journey through the snow. Snow areas can push you, challenge you, and reward you in ways that few other biomes can. However, these locations in video games are often overlooked and forgotten, and yet these lonely areas have left me with some genuinely incredible moments. I think this is a good place to call it. Felt this video was a perfect choice with it being the heart of winter. But anyways, I would love to hear what you guys think about snow environments. Do you have any special memories with these areas? The first time climbing to the throat of the world? Getting lost in the blizzard in The Last of Us Part 2? Or maybe examining your horse's testicles in first person to see just how small they shrink? I think that's the second time I've talked about horse testicles in this video, so it's probably time to wrap this up. Pause. Anyways, leave your thoughts in the comments. A couple interesting videos in the works. Planning on either a Death Stranding or Red Dead Redemption 2 themed video, so stay tuned for that, and then I'll probably put a community post up so you can vote on what you'd like to see next. And a big thanks to those of you who voted for this one in the last post. It was super fun to make. Anyway, stay tuned for more, and as always, I will see you in the next one.